Hi team, how are you all? Welcome back to my YouTube channel and welcome back to a new vlog. I have to be honest, I'm not quite sure what this vlog is going to be, but it is going to be a really happy, very wholesome, and probably a weekend at home. I feel like they're kind of like my favourite vlogs to film because I get to spend so much time with you guys, and I know you love the cosy, wholesome, homey ones. So this is probably going to be that, but I have had kind of the dream morning really. I've been waking up so early and then my brain just goes wild and my internal to-do list just plays havoc with me. So I've been getting up really early and just enjoying watching the sunrise, in all honesty with you, with the boys, having gorgeous coffee and actually just being kind of a bit of ahead of the game really. A bit disappointing that it is in fact a Saturday and I was planning on having a bit of a lie-in. However, that was not happening for me, but nevertheless, I've had a dream day so far. I have had an everything shower. Last night I doused my hair with the H Salon, I think it's called the ground oil. I'll go and have a little look, but I am loving it. It is unbelievable. And then around the hairline and underneath, kind of like I scatter it throughout. I use the shampoo drops and I have been noticing a lot of it's kind of like baby hairs coming through. They are so blonde so that you can't actually really see them. But in the last sort of, I would say, 6 to 3 months, I have been noticing a bit of snappage. And I know that that's heat. It is my lifestyle. I always tell me off. I always tuck my hair behind my ear. Or when I'm doing, this is honestly such a toxic trait of mine. Why do I tell you guys everything? I don't know, but I do my emails in the morning and I hold, so when I'm doing the Dyson, I hold it with my chin so that it will blow it and I'll have it on my hair for, I don't know, a minute or so. I can use both hands to respond to the email, and I think by doing that I'm sort of like holding it in such an awkward way that I'm potentially snapping my hair. But anyway, over the last few months I've been really taking care of it. Less heat, more heatless curlers, the oil, shampooing, great shampoo and conditioner is also key. I'll tell you what I'll do is I'll leave in the description box down below kind of like my hair care recipe that I've been using to, fingers crossed, grow some really thick and luscious hair. But in a few weeks time it will actually be due some highlights. Yeah, very exciting. But I've had a massive sort out. I had a good old play with some makeup and I've got some new bits and bobs to share with you. I feel like I haven't quite got the hang of a couple of things and I want to test them out a little bit longer before I share them with you, but it's really glowy. That Olay Super Cream, it's insane. Anywho, I have actually a few deliveries here that they've kind of been on my to-do list in terms of to open for the last, I've actually really badly have had them for a couple of weeks, and I know you guys love seeing these bits and bobs. None of this is an ad, by the way. I have very generously been sent these, and when I say this right here, I feel like you guys have actually made this happen. This right here is a dream brand. Nadine Marabi have sent me a dress. You guys know how much I love Nadine Marabi. I have quite a few of their dresses. I think my favorite outfit ever, of course, taking huge style inspiration from the star icon herself, Alex. Oh my gosh, we're also coming up to a year of her engagement. So, oh, one of the best times of my entire life. Definitely the stress levels were quite high, but we managed to pull off something insane. And if you do not know what we're talking about, Alex got engaged this time last year, and her now fiance asked me to just lend him a little hand to just sort of plan some gorgeous bits and bobs, but he pulled off the most stunning engagement I've ever seen in my life. So that is actually on YouTube. We filmed the whole thing, so you guys can go and see that. I will leave the link to Alex's channel and that vlog in the description box down below. But she wore, so basically we planned this whole fake brand event, and it was like festive whites, and that was my way to get her in white. And she wore, oh my gosh, she looked unbelievable. She wore this white Nadine Marabi jumpsuit with a pearl bodysuit underneath, and ever since then I was like, not that ever I can pull it off quite like she did, but I went and bought it because I was like, oh, she just looked insane. And I wore it to, I've worn it quite a lot, but my favorite, we went to an amazing ABBA concert and it was just stunning. But they have sent me, I think, what is going to be the dream little black dress. So this is so sweet. Oh my goodness. Oh, this is so sweet. They've sent me a handwritten note. Thank you so much. From design to your doorstep, we create memorable pieces with the highest quality fabric and attention to detail. Every piece is hand finished by our incredible team, and we want you to feel and look amazing. We hope you love your new Nadine Marabi as much as we do. Love, Team Marabi. I love them, absolutely love them. And if you don't know about them, that is their branding. So chic, very timeless and very elegant. And they've got a few pieces. They've recently launched their Christmas collection, and I've seen this dark emerald, this like beautiful dark forest green dress. I forwarded it to my mother, the girls, like, I was like, oh, this is stunning. It's the type of dress that you just like have to plan a party just so that you can wear it. But in here, oh wow. Can I just say, I have literally just destroyed the tissue wrapping, but beautifully wrapped. Oh, the quality of this beautiful velvet. Now this isn't just your average little black dress. I feel like this has every single design feature and detail combined that literally creates the perfect dress, not only for the festive season, but throughout the entire year. You know, we all need a fabulous little black dress that makes you feel your absolute best and your most confident. And I think this is it. It's, I mean, completely blown me away in terms of quality, and this really, really rich black. She has pockets. Oh my gosh, that's beautiful. And if you know Nadine Marabi, you know she's like famous for the slight A-line cut, so the silhouette is just stunning. Okay, well I feel like we're gonna, considering I've done my hair and my makeup, I think we're gonna have to do a try on. We're definitely gonna have to do a try on. I think what I'll do is actually unbox these bits and bobs, and then instead of like getting in and out and in and out, shake it all about. We do the hokey cokey. Okay, that is enough, Leonora. And then here we have a brand that is kind of like, I mean, it's a household name. It is Free People. And this, I don't actually know what these are. Ooh, oh, they're cute. Perfect for the festive time of year. Oh God, they're gorgeous. They are a little pair of shorts. They're kind of like the perfect lounge short. I don't know, are these like workout shorts? Oh, they'd be gorgeous for reformers. Oh, they're stunning. Oh my gosh, okay, well, from literally one end to the other end of the spectrum. But look at that, they're like little ribbed bottoms. beautiful, very understated branding, and a gorgeous, do we have emerald green? And they've got a lovely stretch. So we're gonna see how these look on. And then in this, oh, I love it. This is for my like bougie loungewear, reformer Pilates girlies. How divine is that? It's this gorgeous cream ecru jersey type material. I love the Free People movement. That is so gorgeous, and it's like the green that's matching the shorts, oversized with like an oversized turtleneck. Oh, I love that. What's it like on the inside? Oh, of course it is. It is so floofy and so soft. Okay, well, if I'm not in my little black dress, I'm gonna be in my Free People. Oh, this is so cool. This is like the ultimate. This is the kind of jumper I feel like the bougie New York galleys, like former Pilates girlies, are gonna be wearing this. Okay, I am so in love. I'm so in love with that. And then my incredible Lauren, who is a female founder who has founded the most beautiful brand. You guys have heard me talk about it so many times, and I'm just so in love with her brand, is Arvel. You know, my gorgeous, I actually have quite a few of them now. I will leave them on screen here. They're a halter neck shirt dress that is just beyond stunning. The tailoring on it is a masterpiece. I have it in white, periwinkle blue, and it's beautifully contrasted with like a white collar, and the brown polka dot. You guys went crazy for the brown polka dot, and I understand why. It is beautiful. And in here, I don't actually know what's in here. This was packaged beautifully, and they always write, I mean, this is how stunning. I mean, it's just beautiful. And on the inside, what do we have? Ooh. 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 Beautiful, straight away. Again, the quality of this is stunning. And the tailoring. Everyone needs a crisp white shirt. It's perfect for this time of year. I love the collar. You've got quite an exaggerated oversized collar detail with a beautiful crisp point. And I just know with Lauren, the tailoring of this is just going to be chef's kiss. Wow, okay, stunning mother of the pearl buttons. Okay, I can't wait to try that on. And then this is I think a waist type or something. Ooh, oh wow. Hold the phone. Oh my gosh, this is a double-breasted tuxedo dress. Oh. Okay, I was not planning to do a full try on today, but we are going to. Oh my gosh, that is beautiful. Look at the lapel. That is stunning. Beautiful double-breasted covered buttons as well. And I think it's almost, yeah, it's cut a little bit, again, with a beautiful movement of that skirt. Okay, right. I am going to get some underwear on. My gosh, I do tell you guys everything. And I'm thinking that this is potentially the waist belt for it. I'm not quite sure, but we'll work that out once I've got it on. Maybe this is a little waist, a little belt for the shirt. I'm not quite sure, but anyway, we're going to try it on. So I am going to probably pop you guys over there so that I can stand up and make sure you guys can see me head to toe. And let's do a bit of a try on. I feel like we need to start off chill. So why don't we pop on the Free People and that gorgeous FP movement jumper and shorts, and then we're gonna go white, and then we're gonna go just all out and go little black dress for a night out on the ton. Okay, well this is heavenly. The shorts are so comfortable and very flattering. The amazing like rib cuff on like the bottom of the shorts is very it sort of really holds you in, and it doesn't give you that like bulge. You know when a short is quite tight and then you get the bulge with your leg? Don't get that. I love these, as well as, you know, they do have a seam down the front, but as you can see, there is not a camel toe in sight. Gorgeous. I absolutely love it. But this jumper is delicious. It is so cozy and divine. I love the green, and this like oversized turtleneck also just ensures that you don't get makeup on it, and you could actually have so much underneath here. This is definitely oversized. What size is this? Oh, this is a size small. Oh, I'm gonna sneeze. Am I gonna sneeze? No. Okay. So it is designed to be quite oversized, but this is gorgeous. And going into the freezing and frosty months, freezing, frosty and festive months, this is going to be the absolute dream. I love this so much, and these shorts are so flattering, but also they're not tight around your waist. Okay, absolutely love Free People. You have smashed this. I'm gonna go and look and see whether the jumper has pockets. Oh my gosh, well that's just a game changer. Car keys, lip gloss, shocks, literally the dream, the absolute dream. Okay, let's go from really bougie loungewear to a beautiful double-breasted tuxedo dress. This is gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. It's so timeless and beyond elegant. It's very Jackie Kennedy, and it is just the most beautiful quality. Double-breasted, gorgeous, sort of like slightly open-necked tuxedo dress of dreams. It is cut to the knee, and it has such beautiful movement. It is cut slightly on the A-line so that you just get a really wonderful movement with the skirt. I'm thinking, I mean, a winter wedding, this could be the most beautiful registry office dress. It is gorgeous, but you could also wear a pair of beautiful tights, like really sheer black denier 10 tights, and then go with an ivory pair of heels. This is so gorgeous. This could also be a potential kind of like Royal Ascot look. You know how much I love wearing white to Royal Ascot. This is beautiful. This could be your Christmas Day dress. It's absolutely stunning, and the tailoring is magnificent. Just look at this, the way that it really fits my waist and really showcases my silhouette off. The shoulders genuinely looks as though it has been so beautifully tailored to me on Savile Row. This is gorgeous. Any really timeless, elegant girlies out there that want to wear a little bit more of sort of an old school, little bit longer, so it's definitely not a mini dress. It is cut literally on the knee. It is beautiful. Well, this is the absolute dream. I think I may have found my favorite little black dress of all time. Huge statement. But oh my goodness gracious me, this is stunning. Like, every single detail is phenomenal. This neckline, whether you wear your hair down, like big bouncy blow dry, poker straight, or if you wanted to wear your hair up. It is just so ladylike and just so beautiful. And then the way that it fits to your waist and comes out just a tiny bit on the A-line, the mini dress of dreams. Also has pockets, as I said, and it's just got such a playful movement. I feel so classy, but really quite sexy at the same time. Nadim Arabi and your entire design team, you need a raise. Oh my goodness. Like, even look at these beautiful back panels. It's so soft and it's really rich, dark black velvet. It really is just the most beautiful quality. You've got these two gorgeous pleating details here. Oh, the way that it fits across the bust, and also you actually have a bit of movement. We all have those dresses that are off the shoulder and you literally cannot move your arms at all. This is pure perfection. Pure perfection. Oh my goodness gracious me. You are going to see this dress a gazillion times. This is going to be the little black dress that if in doubt, you don't know what to wear, you go to grab this, because not only does it look sensational, I feel sensational. I am so in love. Well, this has just put me in the absolute best mood. Oh my gosh, I can't believe it. Okay. Any events, any do's, parties, Christmas, New Year's Eve, literally whether it is family or office, this could not be more perfect, but also perfect for the entire year. I am so in love. Okay, I'm going to leave all of the details in the description box to everything that I have just been so lucky to unbox and try on. Guys, can we just like have a mo? Massive, like huge. I feel like you really, I personally love to try and celebrate the small wins. Nadim Arabi, like, thank you so much. Like, genuinely a dream, an absolute dream. Well, I have had a major sort out and a proper tidy, and in the last 15 minutes somehow managed to create yet again another bum side. So I'm going to have a bit of a tidy up and pop my shoes and my tights and my beautiful new bits and bobs away, and then I will see you guys when we head downstairs. And I've got a real notion for a sweet treat, and I've got a real notion for a cinnamon roll, but I have to be honest, I don't think I've got the ingredients nor the patience for the cinnamon roll. It's such a long process, but I do have a cinnamon roll Williams Sonoma quick bread. I'm just looking at the ingredients on the back. We need milk, 2 eggs, unsalted butter, the bread mix, cinnamon sugar mix, which by the sounds of it is included. We need cream cheese, which I believe I've got, and warm water. Wow. This is exactly what we're going to be doing. So this is the insane breads Williams and Sonoma sell. When I was in New York, I stocked up. And I always love to have something really delicious and tasty at the weekends. And also it just means that we can go into the new week with some scrumptious naughties. Okay, well, I'm gonna go and get all of these ingredients and we are going to make cinnamon roll bread together. Now, I'm not sure you can really call this baking, but I've just got myself 2 eggs, 180 mils of milk. My butter is sounding a bit dodgy in the microwave. We need melted butter, some cream cheese, like soft cheese for the icing, I believe. What else do we need? Milk, eggs, unsalted butter, this, and then a packet of sugar mix, which I believe is on the inside. I've just preheated my oven to 180. Ooh, we do have lots of sort of things in here. Okay. Okay, well this is obviously the cinnamon sugar. This is... What is this? This is, I think this is the quick bread mixture. Does it say that? This must be the quick bread. But then what's this? Oh, this is, I think, the icing sugar. Yeah, that looks like icing sugar. Cool. Okay, right, so to make the quick bread in a bowl, Exhibit A, whisk together milk, eggs, melted butter until combined, and then add the quick bread and whisk until fully combined. Well, that is very simple. Let's do that. So I need to get myself a whisk. And we are going to add the eggs in. And I need to butter my bread dish. I'm going to use my Nordic bread dish. I love this. I love that tin. It sort of has like autumn leaves. It's kind of autumnal, Christmassy, and I associate it with the festive season. I'm whisking together my eggs, my milk. That is Rafiki, who is meant to be going on a walk around the orchard, and he just stands by the back door and barks. He's like, nah, don't really fancy it today. Okay, little bit of butter going in there. 60 grams of butter, melted. That's all whisked together. And then we need our bread mix. Well, this is the simplest baking I've ever done. What I'll do is I will try and find, last year I couldn't get to America to get the Williams and Sonoma bread that we make every single Christmas, and it's like a family tradition. So I searched the ingredients. I actually got Nikki to screenshot the website because in the UK it's just launched in the UK, but last year it hadn't. And I made it from scratch. So what I'll do is I will do the same. I will find the ingredients because ultimately it's just sugar, flour, probably some baking powder, some bicarbonate of soda. Just need to know the measures, don't we? Right, I am also going to let that dog in because I don't know about you, but he is he barking? Yes, right. I shall be back. Give me 1 second though. Rafiki, come with me. Rabbity Patrick in terms. I'm meant to be going around the orchard. Don't fancy it today, huh? But no, not for me. Right, I'm going to give this a good whisk. Oh, it looks lovely. It's a very light batter. And gorgeous. Okay. Right, now what I'm going to do is get myself some kitchen roll, and I'm going to butter my dish. The only thing about these Nordic baking tins is because they've got the wonderful imprints, it does mean that you need to really butter them. You can get a spray, which I would recommend. However, I personally like putting lots of butter because I think it like kind of oozes into the bread. This is cake, this is not bread. And I get some kitchen roll, room temperature butter, and I work it into all the nooks and crannies. And the butter really oozes into the corners, and it just ensures that it slides right out. So I'd say that is pretty suffice. Around the top. Okay, right. Now I'm going to read the instructions again because I think it said something about spread half of the batter evenly in prepared pan, Exhibit A, and then evenly sprinkle with half of the cinnamon sugar. Spread the remaining batter on the top and then sprinkle with the remaining sugar. Using a knife, Gently swirl the batter in a figure-of-8 pattern to create a marbled effect. Bake until toothpick inserted into center comes out clean, about 55 minutes. Right. Okay, let's put a little bit of this in. Right, I would say that that's about half. Okay. Now we have the cinnamon, which is quite a lot, isn't it? We're using all of this. Blah, blah, blah. Transfer the panel tray. To make the topping, whisk together the cream cheese. Yeah. Okay, yeah. It's a lot of cinnamon sugar, but I am here for it. Okay, so we're gonna sprinkle this over the top. My gosh, this smells sensational. Okay, it's gonna be like a wow. Okay, I'd say that's half. Oh my gosh, this is unbelievable. Okay, I'm gonna pour the remaining amount ding, 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 over the top. I might need to get myself a spatula. Okay, come on. Okay, I think the whisk has done quite well so far. I just need to get myself a little spatula to get every last remaining beautiful little bit of batter out. Okay. Oh, this is so good. I can't tell you what this smells like. I can't wait for this to get into the oven. Okay. Oh. Gosh, it's so creamy. Right. We need enough, apparently. I like to try to stick to instructions. I'm going to just make sure that that isn't too much on that. And now I'm going to sprinkle this on the top as suggested. And then we're going to do a figure-of-8, making sure it's right up onto the corners. It's going to be like a cinnamon sugar crust. A lot of sugar. Okay, right. Appreciate you guys actually can't. There we go, you guys can actually see what I'm doing. And then in a figure-of-8, I'm just going to run my knife through it, and I'm hoping it's going to create an incredible marbled effect. Okay, how many times do we do that? Okay, maybe a couple more times. I feel like I've got some serious professional bakers out there. Raise your hands if you are a baker, and please let me know in the comments down below. I must say I've never baked like this before. Ooh. Right. She's ready. Did you guys just hear my oven dong? She's ready. Literally on the dot. Okay. Well, this is going to go into the oven for 55 minutes. I always like to say, especially when I'm doing my pumpkin bread, 45 minutes, because I do like the center to be slightly gooey. So I'm going to pop it in 180 for 45, and then we're going to check it. In she goes. Oh, I cannot wait. I've just been over to the office because our Wi-Fi is down. I have literally reset every single switch. I've checked every single switchboard. I've been up to the attic, I've been up to the Starlink. Anyway, we have an estate office and the Wi-Fi over there is separate, so I've just been over there. Can you hear the rain? It's absolutely raining cats and dogs out there. And can we just take into account, it's 4:45 and it is dark outside, like dark, crazy. It has also been really quite a dark afternoon. But anyway, the house, we have less than a minute left on our cinnamon roll bread. And when I went over there, I saw another package from Free People. It also was my umbrella for getting back over here. And I thought that we could have a little look. Seems as we had a little look at the other Free People stuff. Ooh. Oh my gosh. Ooh. That is very cute. It's like a little tailored mini dress. Our bread is ready. Hang on a second, I'm going to turn that off for a hot sec. Okay. And it's like a tailored little denim mini dress, but you know the sort of like iconic bubble skirt? How cute is that? I'm thinking like chocolate tights, chocolate suede boots, and a beautiful chocolate suede trench. I'm in love. I'm literally, why don't I, okay, I'm gonna triple check on the bread and make sure if it needs a couple more minutes, then I will, no one's home, so I can kind of get snaky in the kitchen. Put this on, I'm gonna show you what it looks like. I'm so in love with this. I'm wildly impressed with Free People. I have a few bits and bobs from them, but that jumper is absolutely beautiful. And if this looks as beautiful as it looks on, if it's really tailored, I think this is gonna be a moment. Right, let's check on this delicious bread. I wish I could encapsulate the smell in this kitchen. It is unbelievable. It is literally like Christmas has arrived early. Right. Let's have a little look. Oh, wow. This looks amazing. Got my toothpick at the ready. Go straight into the middle. And she's coming out clean. Okay, perfect. She is ready. I'm just going to pop her up here onto a cooling rack. Light off. Oh. Mark and I are meant to be heading out for date night tonight, but I think we might have to have a little cheeky slice before we head out. If this dress looks cute, I might actually wear the dress this evening. It does need probably a little bit of an iron on the skirt. You know what I'm like. Okay, well, let's get naked in the kitchen and try this on. Okay, I need your imagination. Please also excuse my very naked table. Pumpkins have gone away and ding, 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 might be coming out very soon. But how cute is this Free People dress? It's such a comfortable, cute denim mini dress. We've got a beautiful, it's very stretchy. I could have actually sized down in this, but then I think it may be, I'm quite tall. For reference, I'm 5'8.5". So if I had a size 6, I think then it would be very mini. But it's got this gorgeous like bubble skirt, whether you can see it. It's sort of like poofs out a little bit, but it's not too much. Gorgeous little mini micro buttons, and the quality of them are stunning. The quality of the denim is really, really gorgeous. Just done up another button there. Oh, I should do that button, shouldn't I? And I like how they've done the button in this little pattern. It's kind of like twos. Have a look. Aren't they cute? And as you can see, the seams act almost as though it's like a bit of a corset. Goes into a V, and then you've got these pretty little pleating pieces. I think that's so cute. Now, I would wear this either with like a pair, I'd go chocolate sheer tights with either a cute pair of chocolate suede ballerina flats, or if you were going to go out, depending upon where my husband wants to go this evening. We're meant to be having date night tonight, but neither one of us have made any plans. I think we're just going to go to Henley and wing it, have a couple of cocktails, and see where the night takes us. We haven't been on date night since New York, but we're trying to be better with that. It's got pockets. This is gorgeous. I'm so impressed with Free People. The quality is gorgeous. Could even put like a lovely belt, really cinch in the waist. Wowza, Roonies. The legs are out. I might keep this on. Mark should be home any minute. I think I told you guys he's been in town today, just running some errands, seeing his brother, looking at a couple of properties. So he should be back. We're driving home in this mizzy weather. I've got to admit, I don't really fancy going out. I could definitely do a date on the sofa with 4 dashing Dachshunds. However, Mark has got a bit of cabin fever. I don't really get it because he's been out all day. If it was me, I'd stay here for months and never be seen by anyone. Anywho, well, I'm in a fabulous mood because the whole house smells of cinnamon buns, sugary sweetness. The only other thing that we need to do, I'm going to now turn our bread upside down and get it onto an actual cooling rack because I don't want it to cook too much more in its Nordic bread tin. And then we can make the icing together. It's literally icing sugar, cream cheese, and a touch of water. Might even put a tiny bit of vanilla extract in instead of the water. Anyway, let's make it together. I really hope that you guys take a big, deep breath in through your nose and envisage pure sugar, cinnamon, and delicious butter. Oh my gosh, this smells sensational. Now, fingers crossed for our cinnamon swirl on the inside. So what I'm going to do is just pop this rack just this way. Ooh, it's still quite warm. And I'm going to flip it. And voila, how good does that look? I must say, the other side looks so rustic and gorgeous. However, I do love the indentations on the top. It just reminds me of my childhood. It's just so divine. Right, I'm gonna let that cool. And then we're definitely gonna do a taste test together. Right, I took my dress off just because I didn't want to get icing sugar all over it. Not that I want to get icing sugar on this, but if we are gonna go out tonight, I do quite like going out and like a little, I don't know, something funny about it, like getting you dressed and you're like, oh, I want to get all dressed up. I feel like you guys will know what I mean. But this is also gorgeous. I'm just sort of like living in this combination at the moment. This is my LK Bennett, kind of like cashmere merino wool blend cardigan, but I wear it as like a little top. It's just such a gorgeous color. It's actually quite different. I love it. So it's kind of actually got a little bit more of like a German standing up collar. And then these are my Holland Cooper wide leg high-waisted chocolate jeans, and they're so stunning. Actually, I'm going to give you a close-up of these because you guys ask me all the time, you know, my denim jeans that I literally wear on repeat? Well, these are the chocolate version. Oh, what's going on? It's so dark outside. So yeah, this is the vibe. These jeans are absolutely stunning. They're so flattering. It's actually all got to do with these like little seams here. They just like cinch you in at the waist. They're so soft, they feel like tracksuit bottoms, but yet they're so presentable. I could pop on a pair of stilettos or a pair of like chocolate boots and be ready to go out for day meetings, even go out, go out for dinner. Gorgeous like silk blouse. They're kind of the trouser that do it all, as we say. Now I'm going to do the icing. A slightly smaller bowl, We need 250 grams soft cheese. If you buy this one, it's all of it, which is brilliant. Saves the washing up or getting the scales out. I've allowed this to come to room temperature whilst that was baking. I'm also slightly wondering where my husband is. I have just tried to call him, but we don't have like the greatest signal. I'm considering I have no Wi-Fi. I'm quite odd today, you know what I'm like. Always a lot going on, and all of you guys on socials keep me busy all day, every day with comments, and I've been trying to respond. I'm just not getting any internet at all, which is driving me insane. Right, all of the icing sugar is going in to the cream cheese, and I'm now gonna put, you want to start off with, I'd say about a tablespoon of water, and then go from there, because you can't work backwards unless you've got more icing sugar in the cupboard. And what does this say? This says, yeah, mix water until desired consistency is reached. Let's do this. Okay, right. One, two. Let's give that a whirl. I'm gonna do this. Oh gosh, see, this is why I should be wearing a pinny. Okay, that's all mixed in nicely. Thick. We've got nice stiff peaks. I was watching Gingiberi this morning. I've got to be honest, she was making some naughty innuendos for daytime television on a Saturday morning. She was so funny. And then she made one that was really quite something. I don't know whether I was just possibly taking it the wrong way, but I did think Gingiberi is quite saucy. Oh my goodness. Who knew that shed loads of icing sugar and cream cheese tasted just so scrumptious. I'm gonna pop my icing in the fridge. I'm gonna let our bread come all the way to room temperature, because otherwise if we try and ice it now, it will just melt and slide straight off. So I'm gonna keep that cool and try and get this to room temperature as soon as possible, because I do want to have a nibblingtons before I go outingtons. Well, the dress is back on. I'm so in love with it. It has been about 3 hours since I spoke to you last. Mark is finally home, and although I really could do without it, I have popped a little bit more makeup on, topped up the lip gloss. Tights have gone on. It's quite short, but it's very cute nevertheless. And Marcus loves it. So I'm just gonna pop on, I've got a little pair of, I think they're like a 10, 15 denier chocolate tights. These are my Amazon find, which are brilliant. And these are my Holland Cooper boots. Just love them. And I love how the dress just isn't like too tight. Such a cute little pouffant little skirt. And that is me ready to rumble. And then I've got my Holland Cooper chocolate trench on. And that is that. I've got my cute little Prada bag that needs some money and a lip gloss in it. And that is me all ready for a Saturday night out. Whoa! Okay. She's a little bit wobbly. Have to be very careful with her. Antique mirror. And that's all me ready to rock and roll. So let's head down to Henley. We've got no reservation, have absolutely no idea where we're going. However, we're going on date night. So let's go. Just arriving at the Hart Street Tavern. Let's go and have a spicy marg. Here he is. He's been in London all day. I know, date night. A very spontaneous date night. Marcus had cabin fever, but I mean, you've been out all day. But anyway,
I just thought it'd be nice to come out.
it was nice. It is nice. So we're having 2 margaritas, which is being made over there, which we're very excited about. And we're still wondering what to do for dinner. We don't know whether to get takeaway and go home. Thank you so much. However, I have looked at the menu, and I don't know. Oh, the cider braised pork belly, potato cake, and creamed hispy cabbage sounds divine. Ooh, Marcus.
What's this?
Look at the cider braised pork belly, potato cake, cream hispy cabbage. Delicioso. You're very handsome. Cheers, pumps. Ooh, scrummy. Thank you so much. Oh my goodness. So I think my eyes were probably a bit bigger than my tummy. We've got 3 main courses to share. Oh, I'm so excited. Thank you so much. So we've got the sausage pizza with like buffalo mozzarella and rocket, the pork belly with the hispy cabbage, and then I had a real notion for some cannelloni, and it's a ricotta and spinach.
The cannelloni and the pizza together I can understand, but the pork belly...
Oh no, I'm going in for the pork belly. I can't wait. I'm so excited. Whoa. You guys are currently balancing on top of a water bottle. Well, that was divine. And considering we had 3 main courses, I think we did quite well. We ate everything bar 1 slice of pizza that was actually marked. Any pudge?
What about a salted caramel espresso martini?
I've still got the rest of my spicy marg to go, and to be honest with you, this bunket looks like a really wonderful bed at this rate. I've eaten so much food, I've had a cocktail, I'm ready to be taken home.
My goodness.
Oh, calm down.
I haven't heard that for a while. Let's go.
Come on. Stop it. Stop being smutty. We don't do smutty on this YouTube channel, do we?